How you going, guys? Mick Horn here from Rapala, and I'm going to talk to you about my favourite flathead lures from the Rapala stable. You know, we've just released CrushCity. My favourite CrushCity plastic for targeting flathead is the Jerk. I really love that 375-inch profile. It's a profile that suits all different size fish. Whenever there's that whitebait profile in the water, I really like that neon pearl colour, the chartreuse and the white. But also when the water's super clear, I really like that whitebait colour. Definitely, probably the first lure I'll tie on when I go flathead is the Jerk. Also from the CrushCity stable. Obviously when there's a lot of prawns in the system, you can't go past the Imposter. That neon yabby colour has got me a lot of flathead over the testing period, and that's probably my #1 pick out of the Imposter range. But I also really like that banana prawn colour when the water's nice and clear. Now we're getting into that spawning time when the flathead sort of move deep. Fishing that deeper water, you can't go past the heavy hitter. I really like, again, I like that neon pearl colour. But at the top of the tide, I really like that whitebait profile. And mixing up the size of your jig heads, probably 5/8 would be a mainstay. But depending on the depth of the water, you can go back to like a ½ ounce or right up to like a 3/4 ounce. But definitely a go-to in the deep water is the heavy hitter. Another thing I really like doing is targeting flathead in the shallows, and without doubt the #1 Rapala lure for targeting those big fish in the shallow waters is that ripstop, especially in the bigger size, the 12, and that albino shiner colour is by far my favourite one. I also don't, when the water can be a little bit discoloured or you've got a little bit of cloud cover or something like that, just mixing it up with that brighter colour, that's probably my next two go-to. And then sort of there's some days when the fishing can be a little bit tough for us, or even just travelling between spots. My go-to trolling lure is a little Jack Deep 5. And in that clear water, I really like that smelt colour. It's got me a couple of fish in that really clear water. And again, when that water discolours or you've got a bit of cloud cover and I want a little bit of something bright in the water, that clown colour. So next time you go and target some flatties, make sure you go down to your local Rapala stockist, check out some of my favourites from the Rapala lineup.